In the world of computers, devices need a way to find each other to communicate. This is especially true within a local network like your home or office. Imagine sending a letter. You need both the street address and the recipient's name. Similarly, computers use IP addresses for location and MAC addresses for identification. This is where ARP comes in. ARP stands for Address Resolution Protocol. It's like a digital postman that helps devices on a network find each other's MAC addresses using their IP addresses. Let's say your computer wants to send data to a printer on the network. Your computer knows the printer's IP address, but it needs the MAC address to deliver the data directly. Think of IP addresses as phone numbers and MAC addresses as unique names assigned to network cards. When you call someone, you use their phone number, but your phone still needs to know their name to display it. ARP steps in to provide this crucial link, translating between IP addresses and MAC addresses, ensuring smooth communication between devices on a network. So, how does this address resolution actually work? It's a simple four-step process. Imagine your computer needs to print a document. First, ARP request. Your computer checks its ARP cache, a temporary memory, for the printer's MAC address. If it's not there, the computer sends an ARP request. This request is like a broadcast message asking, "Who has this IP address? Tell me your MAC address." Second, ARP reply. The printer, recognizing its IP address in the request, responds with its MAC address. It's like saying, "Hey, that's me. Here's my MAC address." Third, ARP cache update. Your computer receives the printer's MAC address and updates its ARP cache. This way, it won't need to ask again next time. Fourth, data transmission. Finally, your computer, armed with the printer's MAC address, sends the document directly. This entire process happens behind the scenes, ensuring seamless communication without you even realizing it. ARP is crucial because it makes local network communication possible. It acts as a bridge between IP addresses and MAC addresses, allowing devices to find and talk to each other directly. Without ARP, networks would be much slower and more difficult to manage. Imagine having to manually enter MAC addresses for every device on your network. ARP simplifies this by automating the process. It's like having a phone book that automatically updates itself whenever you get a new contact. Moreover, ARP enables dynamic IP address assignment, or DHCP, a common practice in home and office networks. DHCP assigns IP addresses automatically, making it easier to connect new devices. ARP ensures that even with dynamic IP addresses, devices can find and communicate with each other seamlessly. While ARP is essential, it's not without vulnerabilities. Because ARP requests and replies don't require authentication, attackers can exploit this. One such attack is ARP spoofing. In ARP spoofing, an attacker sends fake ARP replies linking their own MAC address with another device's IP address. Imagine someone in your office intercepting mail and replacing the recipient's name with their own. This allows them to eavesdrop on conversations or even steal information. Fortunately, there are ways to mitigate these risks. Network switches can be configured to prevent ARP spoofing, and intrusion detection systems can identify and block suspicious activity. By understanding ARP and taking appropriate security measures, we can ensure a safer and more reliable network experience.